Good morning, everybody. Carlos here, taking you on a ride. First of all, I'm going to the golf course today to run once around the chip trail. It's just beginning to rain a little bit, but I don't think it's going to bother me too much. Not today. I'm running on my own. Norma's going to help her friend sell pottery. Her friend is a potter, and they're having an open house sale of her pottery. Yeah, well, last week it was pickleball. This week it's craft show. So I guess Norma's a busy girl. You're stuck with me on my own today. Anyway, the first part of the ride is about 15 minutes, excuse me, of which you will hear some of it, not all of it. I'm going to save most of my recording for when I'm at the golf course. The wind is howling in my ears, but hopefully not howling in the phone, because I have the phone in its pouch. That's where I'm recording today. My hands are free. First crossing Majestic Drive. This is San Juan Avenue. You'll be hearing stats from Samantha every minute of this recording. On the e-bike, she tells me my speed, my heart rate, my distance, and the time. And there should be a zone change in there as well coming in as I reach my first kilometer. But I found from the other day when I did this recording that if I can't quite hear it, it's the right volume. So I just have to use my intuition to know when I have to back off. Not so much on the ride, because there's not as much effort involved in riding an e-bike as there is when I'm running. So my heart isn't so much of an issue when I ride a bike. Just coming up on Harvest Lane. This is the ride that Norma does when she meets me at Harvest Lane. She's doing precisely this ride, which is about 1.5 kilometers, 1.4 I think, from my house to where she parks at Harvest Lane. So my podcast is picking up again. The response. There has been renewed interest in my work, which is just as well, because I'm not really going to stop, but it's nice to know people are listening. Yep, so Parkside Crescent now. I think that's what the name of the street is. Up I go. My bike is getting noisy again. I need to lube the chain and the derailleur. Excuse me. So the next port of call, the next turn that I make will be onto Glendenning. Hello. I always ride on the wrong side of the road on Parkside. I'm not sure why. I think it's because it's such a quiet street, and normally I run on the wrong side, facing the oncoming traffic. But basically, if I'm on my bike, I should be behaving like a vehicle and staying to the right, yeah. That's where I should be, on the right. So this is the 2 kilometer mark, just coming up on this corner here. Depending on how the levels are for this ride, I might just post 2 shows today. One riding to the golf course and the other one running at the golf course. So it looks as if I'm averaging around 21 kilometers an hour, something like that. Glendenning. I'm looking at my odometer, but Samantha is keeping track of my stats via the phone and my GPS chip as I bounce my way down this rather uneven road. 23 kilometers, 25 kilometers an hour. Ooh, I touched 30 just then. But as I say, it's kind of bumpy and my bony ass does not like bumpy roads. That's the one thing about the e-bike, it's kind of a hard ride. I do have a sprung saddle, but it's still quite a hard ride. There's no rear suspension. If I designed my own e-bike, I would definitely have a fully sprung system going. And I turn onto Mount Douglas Crossroad, heading over to the cycle path where I'm safe from the cars. If I was more mechanically inclined, I would contemplate making my own, building my own e-bike. Having ridden one now for 3 years almost, probably longer than that. I know I'm up to 10,000 kilometers. That's about 3,000 a year. So this is Brayfoot Road. This will take me all the way to the golf course now. I do have my good camera. I do have 2 free hands today, as I'm not holding a recorder, which means that I'm going to be able to take pictures quicker and easier. Morning. Rather than fumbling with my recorder in one hand and my camera in the other hand, and don't get me started. It's a tough life being a podcaster, I can tell you. Yeah, but I have been doing it for quite a long time now, at least 8 years. Now I cross Mackenzie Avenue. Luckily there's a button that I can push. Morning. Yeah, this isn't the shortest route to the golf course, but it is the safest for me. As I press the button and wait. The lights are changing. Got it. So 3.5 kilometers approximately so far. and I think it's about 4.5 kilometers door to door from my place to where I park the bike on Queensberry Avenue. It's nice when it's warm enough that I don't need to wear too much heavy clothing. I can ride without gloves. I do have a sweater that I will pull off when I get to the golf course. I won't need it when I'm running. The only concession I'm making to the temperature is I'm wearing long pants. If I was just running today, I would have probably done the whole outing in shorts. But today, because I have this breezy ride at the beginning, it's nice to have some warmth on my legs, something to stop the wind from cooling me off too much. Everybody's lawns are looking really good at the moment. Hello. People everywhere walking in the middle of the road. This social distancing has taken hold. Everybody's giving everybody a lot of room. If somebody stood close to you now, you'd feel a little uncomfortable. We used to get pretty close in the old days, standing in crowds. Alright, so one more road to cross and then I'm on the last 300 meters. I don't need to push any buttons here. Quite quiet at this time of the day. What is it? 7:30 on a Sunday. And the first part of my recording session is almost completed. Hello. So I'll just pause it when I get to the bike lock-up area and then reset for my run. I'll probably save this first part of my workout and continue it when I get back from my run in about half an hour. I will be heading for home. This is a nice convertible cabriolet, a Volkswagen cabriolet, red with a white top, a soft top. I always like that car. The cabriolet. Alright, so this is it. The end of the ride for now. As I retool for the next part. Autopause.